Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling the good on your boxing, yeah. This mental headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
Y'all know what time it is. We chilling tonight. We gonna be talking about who takes the L and who gives up. Simple as that. We're gonna run through some things. We're gonna enjoy ourselves like we always do. I'm gonna sit back and wait a few minutes for my family to start falling in. Cause we on that slow folks time. So, we don't usually get in here on time. But it is what it is. We're gonna talk about what took place in boxing this this past weekend, and a few other things that's taking place throughout the country and around the world. So, with no further ado, that's what we're gonna be talking about. So, as always, like I like to do is start off slow, get my chill on, letting people get a chance to fall in here. But I'm gonna do things a little different tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get us started with a little something. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? Y'all got what I'm talking about? So like I said, we're going to go ahead, get our chill on, enjoy the night, and see what's popping. So I'm going to go, wait, did that work right? Let me go ahead and get this pulled up. So, because we're going to go through a little music tonight. You've been missing out. But y'all know what time it is. Go ahead and throw that up there. Let's go ahead and get things going, get things flowing. Let's pop it, baby. Sit back and get something going. What we got here? Let me go ahead and drop some of that track type music just to let our people know what's happening. Band projects right there. And we're going to go ahead and hit them with a little bit of what should we knock them off with? We're going to drop Hitman on them for a hot brief. Pig Pen in the house. Once again. Y'all know how we do. We hog it. Everything. Hey! I'm proud to be yours. Salute D-Lo 404 boxing in the house. No, you not last, baby. You first. You not last, you first. Because if you ain't first, you last. So we're going to give y'all a hit of the hit, man. And let some people fall in. And D-Lo, you've been doing a hell of a job on your channel, man. And that last thing that I saw you doing, I thought you was live. I'm glad you let me know you was on somebody else's panel. But reach out to a brother and let him know where to catch you at. Until then, let's go ahead and let this flow. It's called Hitman. We're going to let the other people come in, and then we're going to start cooking up like we do. Pig Pen in the house. Once again. Y'all know how we do. We hog it. Everything. Hey! I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hits, man. I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hits, man. I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. Stack my paper. My paper. Wrapped it up right there. Never do it like that already, man. I'm still getting it. I've been doing this. I'm gonna holler at you.
Okay, man. This where the hook goes. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I don't miss on the herb, I don't miss on the flow. If you can't count on my fingers, I won't miss on the dough. A number with 7 zeros, I won't miss with a beam. A number with 7 zeros, I won't miss. Fuck a beam. The ride is clean. I'm gonna take the jet and beat the slow. Ladies blocking, then I'ma take the time in there. With the beat, they call him that maestro. And then on fucking stream, I play with them till they break through it and put me on the team. Come on, I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. Screaming, I'm frontin', but frontin' ain't something I gotta do. If your girl got freaky, then she riding off that door. It's the blaze up in the big bat. Swing with a big bat, no matter what they count next, bitch, I'm on here. That rhythm, sleep slow, music bang. I'm choking in my lap, I don't even know her name. I'm sharing with my dog, I'm sharing with my hoe. If I got one crumb, I break bread without y'all. Look at me, man, I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. While I was blowing up your brace over 6 easy, roughed up, still got breath up the red. If the sunrise moon set, breath still in me. No way that I can flop, the Lord still with me. Shining like some gems in the crown of the king. Tripping up on the voice of the wind, it makes your ears ring. Easily slip up on you like the mix do. How you joking like you hit the best buzz, so I'm still alive with me. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hitman. I'm proud to be George the Hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper.
Fucking Jamaica, rolling, holding, folding this paper, splitting fingers, dissecting the game with players. Till the Lord take us, never let a broad break us. We blow through them, we're pursuing, we don't dodge haters. I ain't here to specify a certain caliber. It's all skill, it's all real, it all handle here. From sandpiper to the weed farms in Canada. I end many men careers like cannabis. Stack my paper, easy as a layup. I used to bleed a bitch for hers and just lay up. I still bleed a bitch for hers and now my pay's up. So anytime I feel, I can tell her raise up. Till the day's up, chance will be blazing up. Case will be raising up, playing with my paper. Use a fake, bruh, borderline gay, huh? I bet the beam make the team see straight, huh?
Man, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Tonight we're gonna have our fun. We're gonna do what we do, and we're gonna leave it all laying on the ground. Real recognize real. What's up, bros? Thanks for stopping through. You say real deal. Hold it down or lay it down. MZ Talks Boxing, #1 podcast on the airways. I gotta put that one up there just to let people see that's love. So we had fun this weekend. I know everybody had fun watching the fights. I know I enjoyed myself watching the fights. And I want to hear from my brothers and my sisters out there as they roll in and get things going. We want to talk about Gary Antoine Russell and his win over Postol. We want to speak about Chris Colbert and his loss to Garcia. We also want to touch on Spence and Ugas. because Ugas is sounding quite confident about this fight coming up with Earl Spence. And I want to know what you, my people, got to say about that and how you guys feel about it. I'm going to also throw you in a couple of situations about some Karens running around and the right-wingers acting crazy. Some people are here living in America are actually being polled, asking them, or if Biden and Putin was running for president, who would you vote for? And these people are saying Putin. Go to show you what the so-called patriotism is in this country. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, sit back. You know, I'm already rolled up, already got my drink set to the side. I'm hoping you do too. And that's that. I was giving some kudos out to D-Lo 404 Boxing because he was breaking down some things about Terrence Crawford's contract. Well, not really getting so deep into the contract, but letting people use their common sense when it comes down to thinking about some of the things that people have said and the rumors that have been started when it comes down to it in boxing. Real recognize real, say, let's get ready to rumble. Yes, sir. I got some music lined up for y'all tonight because I think I've been cheating y'all the last few nights that we've been on, the last few weeks that we've been on. But we have been moving and getting this podcast together. I got to give big ups to Cypher Supreme TV for hooking me up. If y'all get a chance, I know y'all know Cypher Supreme TV. If you get a chance, go over there on Spotify and look up Cypher Supreme TV. It's called Cypher Supreme Raw. It's on Spotify. Look the man up. He got some good things. He talk about the Book of Power, the show, and a couple of other things. He speaks about Jim Jones. He got some episodes. He's been doing it, I believe, since last year. I just found out about it a couple of weeks ago, but I have been going to his podcast, checking him out, and then enjoying what he has been doing. He and his female guest that he has on there. So if you got anything that you want to say, y'all know how we do. Throw it up in the chat. We'll go ahead and let it go. And we're going to do what we do with it. Once again, I thank you all for coming through and having fun with me. That song that you heard me drop was called Hitman. We're going to be just enjoying tonight till my brothers all fall in, and then we'll get out into the meat of the situation. But like the title says, who takes the L and who gives up? Well, we know Josh Taylor took a L, and seemed like Chris Colbert gave up. I can even go so far as to say when we saw Anthony Joshua take his loss, he kind of gave up in that fight. And if Andy Ruiz had trained and really been serious about holding on to the belts, Anthony Joshua, I don't believe, will be screaming 2 times. But that's way in the past. No need for crying over spilled milk. Thinking of that, that's an episode of mine on Spotify. So if you have a chance to go over to Spotify and check out What's the Damn Deal with MZ, please do. Check it out. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to hit y'all with something called News. I'm giving y'all a little taste of what we've been working on. This is called News. Master Rod is the author of this song. Let's see what Master Rod got for us.
In today's news, another man has got shot in the back 7 times. Somebody please tell me why that's happening. Please, somebody tell me why that's happening. No training, no law, no justice, just kills. Tell me why the cops wanna run your plate. Tell me why the cops wanna run your plate. Then he wanna pull you over for a broken tail light. Next thing you know, you're dead. Can't think yourself is gonna say self-defense, that's bullshit. Hickory dickory dock, he's standing on the fucking dock with the fucking Glock in his hand, and he's about to pop a lock. No training, no law, no justice, just kills. Can somebody tell me why? 7 months ago, Chicago policeman injured by gunshot wound. Policeman shoots an unarmed man with his hands up. Man, Somebody please tell me why that's happening. Please, somebody tell me why that's happening. No training, no law, no justice, just kills. La 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 la. But then over in Little Rock, Arkansas, officer opens fire on a suspect inside the car. Man, what a world we living in, huh? Somebody please tell me why that's happening. Please, somebody tell me why that's happening. No training, no law, no justice, just kills.
Salute Gil Cole.
First move just in. 3 HPD officers were just shot in the downtown area, man. What is really going on in this world, man? Police officers getting shot now. They not shooting nobody. That's weird.
Somebody please tell me why that's happening. Please, somebody tell me why that's happening. No training, no law, no justice, just kills.
That was news coming by Master Rod. What's up, Gil Coles? Glad to see you in the house. Always glad to have the brother Gil Coles coming through. Seems like Gil Coles is over there acting up in Champ Ross. He trying to become new reigning champion over there. We have to see what goes on. See, I heard Trey X is trying to hold on to a spot, but that boy Gil Coles is bringing the pressure. So, what we got going here, Gil? What are you saying? Let's keep it going. Say, Rick and they speaking to each other. So glad to see how the chat always gets along. So we got some news that's coming through. Called Blue Bloods Sports TV talking about it, and this could be strongly represented and could be totally true because Blue usually comes through with some good information. But I'm understanding that the WBC, the IBF, and the WBA are banning Russian boxers at this time. So that fight with Canelo and Benavidez may not be happening, and Canelo may have to find another dance partner. My question is, who will he pick if he can't fight Benavidez? Will he be willing to? I'm not going to even ask if he's going to be willing to fight Benavidez or Charlo. I'm not going to even waste my breath with that. So with that being said, I just want to let you guys know that I'm hearing that Russian boxers, at least for those 3 of the 4 organizations, will not be able to fight right now. They are not letting them fight for their belts at this moment, which really sucks because, they don't really have anything to do with what their government is doing. And we don't even know if they feel like what their government is doing is fair or right. So with that being said, what do you guys think about it? I would really like to know if you guys have any opinions on the situation with boxing banning Russian boxers over here in the U.S. That's a good question. I would like to know what you guys think. Please feel free. Throw it in the chat and let's see. Okay. We got Gil Cole said, I think Canelo's still fighting Bivol. The WBA is still allowing it, I think. That's what I'm saying. I heard Blue talking about it. I'm not really 100% sure. So we'll have to. Okay, D-Lo 404 said, you mean some of that breaking news now? Canelo versus Bivol is. Hey, why is it not showing me the whole screen right here? Let me see what is going on. I can't get all the comment to come up. Like the screen is too small. What the hell is going on with that? You say, okay, breaking news. No, Canelo versus Bivol is happening unless unless a catastrophe happens. Open your mouth and talk, MZ. Don't know what's going on with you today. Hey, I was just throwing it out there since you guys know. I'm glad you go ahead and correct me. So it's being D-Lo 404 Boxing, the voice of reason. Y'all know who he is. He is being reasonable, letting me know that the fight is still on. Gil Coles, don't take it like I ain't pay attention to what you said because you did throw it up there first. So Gil Coles and D-Lo 404 Boxing, appreciate you letting me know that the fight is still going on. That the organizing sanctioning bodies haven't really gotten too much of themselves and decided they're gonna call for justice when they can't even be just over here. Oh, did that slip out? I'm sorry. I think penalizing the fighter is effed up. I could understand banning the flag, etc. Yeah, I can understand banning the flag. I can understand not playing their national anthem. But like I said, you can't. I wouldn't ban the fighter, especially if you don't really know if the fighter might not, like I said, be feeling what his country is doing. Salute to Derek Bailey. Appreciate you stopping through. Derek Bailey, I saw you over there at, what was it? Bruce Gold. Bruce Gold's been having some good fights over there on this channel. They stopped the other one that was playing the other night. But thanks for coming through, man. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up as we come through. We're going to cook on a lot of things, like I said. So, I want to let you guys know about this teacher that was allowed to resign that slapped a student. That's right. Y'all heard me say that. This dude slapped a student that was walking away from him. Let me see if I can't share this cocksucker's picture and let all y'all see the misbehavings and everything of that going on. The voice of Crow until I get my stuff together on these picks. Oh, so you've been having problems making your picks over there, D-Lo? I'm sure you're going to be able to get it all together. I'm sure you're going to be able to get it all together and make some noise and some running. Trey X right now is still holding the title of the champ. So, you know, over here on MZ Talks Boxing, Musically Zone Talks Boxing, we will be giving Trey X his championship roses until the end of the season. And we have to crown a new champion, or, yes, let me say or, unless he holds it down and becomes reigning champion again. But right now, he's the reigning and defending champion. So we're going to leave it at that. My boy Gil Cole said, ban their ass. They sending their money back over there. Yeah, well, you know, they got family over there. I can understand them. But yeah, I can understand them sending the money away from over here. If you're going to come over here and reap the benefits, bring your family. But then, you know, we don't know how they think towards us. So let's just leave them where they are. And hopefully this confrontation that they having with their companies to be able to do something better than what we're seeing, because it sucks. I thought about that. Russians work all throughout this country. D-Lo speaking of, but let me tell y'all about the cop that slapped the teacher. I want to pull that up for you guys and show y'all a picture of it. See if I can share this screen real quick just for a hot sec. Just for a hot sec. This is the criminal, my brothers. This is the criminal that, bam, that was allowed. That's the criminal right there. That guy right there was allowed. And you can see, I'm always on Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. He slapped the teacher, allowed to retire, check this out, with his pension and everything like that. Now, he wasn't arrested. No charges had been filed against him at the time that I was hearing about this story and reading this story. Let me see if I can't blow this ugly dude picture up a little more. There you go. That's that teacher right there put his hands on somebody's child, slapped him so hard that the child fell down. He picked the child up, collared him, you know, said something else, and then walked off when other students started coming out and reading about it. As you see, the teacher is allowed to resign after slapping student. And what do you guys think about that? What do you think about, how would you react? Let me just put it like that. How would you react if your kid came home and told you a teacher slapped him or her, and the school hadn't reached out to let you know that this so-called teacher has done such a thing? Now, they let him resign, keep his pension, and said he'll never be able to work for that school again. But that's not justice. That's not justice for that child. That child, I'm sure, is going to need some kind of therapy for the simple fact that this man put his hands on him, knowing that he is not the child's father. That is what's going on in America today, my brothers and sisters. So let me know what you think is going on. Oh boy, we got was it officer? No, it wasn't an officer, social scientist. Appreciate you stopping through as always. You got time to stop through and chop it up with me? Let me put the man, I thought I put the link in the chat, but let me throw the link in the chat so anybody that, not anybody, but you know, the brothers, sisters, those that we know, feel free to hit the link and come on in and chop it up with you, boy, and see what kind of gumbo we can put together. But no, it wasn't an officer, that was a teacher. And you know, how would you feel? Like I said, how would you feel if a teacher did that to your child? Your child comes home and says, Mom, Dad, Mr. Such and so slapped me. And you haven't gotten word from the school. I believe it's the school's first and foremost duty to reach out to the parents as soon as they found out what was going on. There shouldn't have been any wait or anything like that. This man should have been charged with abuse of a child, because that's what they try to do to the parents. Y'all remember what happened to the Adrian Peterson, whooped his kid and ended up getting in trouble and all kind of stuff. This man, not even that kid's parent, and he done placed his hands on his child. So let me know what y'all think about that. And there's a couple other things that we gonna talk about, but I know damn well I would have been at that school having not one fit, but all kind of fits. And I would have pushed the issue to not only have the police to show up to his house, but have him arrested. I would press charges. Let me say it with my chest. I would press charges and send his ass to jail and try to push as hard as I can for him to be locked up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends around the world, introducing my friend and yours, social scientist. What's going on, my brother?
What's cracking, man?
Man, you know what it is. Sitting here complaining about the devils that's running through this world and the misfortunes that happened in boxing.
Man, listen, I just watched that video because I was asking in the chat how old this child was. Man, the child looked like he wasn't no older than 9, like 8 or 9. He slapped the shit out of that little boy, little girl, whatever it was.
Exactly.
Man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know about even talking to no authorities. Like, I'm built a little. You do some shit like that to my child, bro. Like, you just gonna come up missing, bro. Like, I don't need, because the authority, they might not handle the shit correctly. Because they already done let him retire with pension and all that stuff. I don't know. You do some shit like that to my child, bro. I mean, I'm gonna have to handle that shit, huh?
They pretty much saying it's okay.
Yeah.
And it ain't.
Nah, bro. No. If y'all can find it, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on the real video.
Yeah, the video.
Let me see if I can. Excuse me. Y'all know how it is.
Can you post links in the chat?
Of course you can, man. Come on now.
Oh, okay.
You know
that's the link right there.
Okay, there you go. So anybody want to check out the situation about the teacher that slapped the child and got away with it, feel free. Let me see. You know what? I'm sitting here tripping. Excuse me. Yeah, see, I was going to click the link and just show it myself, but I figure I'll just let everybody go ahead and go through it. So we're talking about who takes the L's and who gives the losses. And I kind of made that title to be able to go from boxing and into any other situation we want to go into about who's taking L's and who's taking losses.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that the rumor with the boxing talking about they want to stop the Russians from fighting over here, you think they should do that?
Man, I ain't even heard about that, man.
Yeah, I'm only mentioning it because I heard it from Blue. He usually have pretty good, stable information. I haven't heard anybody else speak about it. But if that turns into a situation, do you think they should do it?
I don't know about that one, man. That's a little. I don't know. They might be crossing the line there.
Yeah, you're punishing the boxer, and I'm saying that you can't really punish. You shouldn't punish the boxer because you don't know if the boxer feels that way or not.
Right, like he might not even agree with the shit his country doing. Like that's like
Right.
me not being able to travel abroad because Trump over here, talking shit about countries and whatnot. I don't agree with this motherfucker. So
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. And then I saw I literally heard this lady get asked the question: if Biden and Putin was running for president of the United States, which one would you take, knowing that you know both of them? This heifer said Putin.
damn.
Now, if that isn't some kind of wicked disgust, so you hate Joe Biden so much that you would bring a dictator over here to run the country.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Totally.
Who was this person?
Some lady that they claim was a right winger. I guess she's when you say right winger, I guess that means you're a Republican.
Right.
So yeah, it's they just going around questioning folks like that. You know how they do those polls? They were dumb. D-Lo 404 said that's infuriating. Derek Bailey brings back a memory. He says, remember back in the day when that teacher broke the little boy's jaw? No, sir, I did not hear about that. And if you'd like to elaborate on it, please do. If it's too much typing for you, we got a link in the chat. Come on through, Derek Bailey. The panel's open. Come speak to the people and let them know, because I don't know anything about that situation at all. We got Master Rod in the house. Good evening to you, my brother. He said, good evening, fellas. That pretty much, Gil Coles, they pretty much told that child to walk it off. You're 100% correct. They pretty much told that child and his family, it is what it is. He got slapped. We let him quit. We didn't fire him. We still gave him his pension, but he could never work here again. That's some whole shit, man. That's that, as Trey X would say. What kind of whole shit is it? That's that whole ass comedy shit. Whole ass comedy right there, man. That's what that is.
That Kevin Hart shit.
Yeah, boy, put it down on there. He say, you should be prepared for and expect damn near anything if you slap someone's kid. Yeah, you should be prepared that your house can get burned down and the motherfucker be standing out there at the front and back door busting if you try to come out. That's what you should be expecting, Give them some of their old time justice that they used to do. Set your house on fire and then shoot at you when you come running out to escape the flames. Master Brothers, I heard Derek Bailey say he heard Boxing Ego talking about it also. Okay, so it is a rumor that's on more than one channel. I just wanted to bring it to the forefront for my people to get a chance to at least, if you hadn't heard about it, to at least be heard about it, so you can have an idea. If something thrown off in boxing happens with Canelo not fighting a certain person, then, we can kind of have a finger of what to point at.
I was just about to say that just going to give Canelo a good reason not to fight Better Bill.
That's what I was saying, and I was saying if he don't fight him, then who will he be picking? Who do you think Canelo will fight, seeing if Better Bill is taken off the table? Do you think he'll go and fight Andre?
Well, I think Bivol from Russia too, ain't he?
Bivol is Bivol a Russian?
Yeah, I think he does live in Russia.
Yeah, I think he is a Russian. I don't think he's a Ukrainian. I think he's a Russian. I think it's Postal and those other guys that's Ukrainian. I'm sorry, were you about to break something out?
Oh no, go ahead.
The Russian Olympics. Okay. Here we go. D-Lo 404 boxing. Social science. Oh, you agree with D-Lo. The Russian Olympian were allowed to compete amid widespread steroid scandal, but could not represent the country, which is crazy. And it also brings up to say, remember what they did to Sakari Richardson just over some weed?
Right.
So how do you let somebody who put something in their body way more crazy than weed, they putting something in their body to help them compete, and they were still allowed to compete? So I feel like they should have been sent home just like she was. They pouring out vodka at the liquor stores. Now, I don't know, not here in San Antonio, ain't nobody pouring out their vodka. They gonna make their money off that shit. It's paid for already. You know what I'm saying? That's already paid for with that stamp that the United States put on it. So the taxes got to be paid on that, whether you pour it out or sell it. But one way or the other, Uncle Sam punk ass want their money.
Yeah, I just checked. Bivol is Russian. Yep.
Okay, so if the WBC, the WBC, the WBN, the IBF, if they make that kind of move, the WBC, they really shouldn't be even putting their nose into something like that. They don't treat the hometown fighters worth anything. So for them to be reaching out, telling some out of towners how they should be acting, sit down somewhere. That's like throwing rocks at a glass house and your whole crib is glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to keep up here. D-Lo44 says, what's that? Who is that? Cole? Must not know about the vodka being disposed of. He will be there in a tanker truck, collecting all of it with his want to get drunk ass. Okay, D-Lo say both is Russian. He is supposed to fight Bivol. He wants no part of Better Beef. Yeah, I'm saying it wrong. It's Bivol. Bivol is the young-looking dude, the younger-looking dude. Better Beef is the one with the beard, right?
Yeah, that's Wolverine. Bivol look like an Asian.
Yeah, he kind of favorite. That's who he kind of looked like to me. Checking him out, I don't know. You know, if I would just say straight out that he beat Canelo, but I think he'll give Canelo the business. I just don't know what his defense looks like. They keep saying he's technical, and I tried to watch a few of his fights, but the competition that he was fighting that I had picked, you know, the fights that I picked, the competition didn't really make me think he had to work hard to beat them.
Yeah, you mean Bivol?
Yeah.
Okay. You think Canelo won't have to work hard to beat him?
No, I think Canelo will work hard to beat him. I'm saying the fights that I watched Bivol in, the people that I've seen him beat, they really didn't seem like they were making him work that hard for the win.
Right.
He kind of remind me of that blue collar worker. He just keep going at it, following the game plan, waiting for you to get a crack in your arm or somewhere.
Yeah, to me, he just, he don't never really step on the gas too much. He just like he do enough, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and a lot of times lately in boxing, you see doing enough is it won't do it. Charlo ended up with a draw by doing enough. That's why he's not undisputed, I think. Who else? His brother, where he hurt his hand. Any fighter that hurt their hand, I'll give them a little bit, like when Tank hurt his hand. But Charlo not doing enough against Castano is why he ended up with the draw. And I think that's also, he didn't really do enough when he lost to Tony Superbad.
Yeah.
I think he went out there and he kind of hesitated on some things. But like Trey brought to the point that Charlo does learn. It looks like he learns when he fights, because each fight that the fight against Tony Harrison, he showed some differences in that fight, even though Tony was still able to get on him and do things like that.
Right.
Here's a question from Gil Cole. Y'all think Better Beef can beat Canelo? The dude with the beard?
Yeah.
He's another one that he seems to be a blue collar worker and comes to boxing, stick to the game plan, and constantly work. What I want to know is how well these dudes protect themselves while putting in the work. Will they be able to protect themselves and muscle Canelo, keep him on the end of a jab, and not be afraid to throw other punches and hit him?
Yeah. See, Bivol, he'll just wear you down. See, like I don't know, how much Canelo can take. Maybe he can deal with that shit, but that damn Better Beef done wore some tough motherfuckers down and knocked them out. It's just like his pressure just so relentless.
Right.
I don't know if Canelo can stand up to that.
Yeah, but my thing is, how well will they stand up? Canelo comes a few times. He keeps pressure on a person. Mm-hmm. And I want to know, my opinion, my question for both of those fighters is even though they would constantly work until they break you down. How well do they have what's the resistance
Right.
to how well they can resist the pressure?
See, Gil Coles pointed out that Better BF is getting old, and that motherfucker broke his ribs not too long ago. So, you know, I ain't never broke my ribs, but I don't know how well they come back after that. But, you know, he
Wow.
old and he done broke his ribs before. So, shit. I mean,
Okay.
Canelo like going to the body. So, I mean, that might
And,
be spell trouble for him in that fight.
okay, and Gil Cole, that's a good point to point out that he's getting old too, because we know that Canelo like to go after those fighters that's kind of long in the tooth
Mhm.
or just coming off of a loss. So good eye on that. We got Hyphy in the house. Salute, Hyphy. What's going on? Jamel is an average IQ fighter with really good athleticism. I won't take that away from him. I'll say it does look like it takes him a couple of minutes to process what's going on and what route to take to try to cut a fighter off. Because the fight with Tony Harrison, I think what it is he lets his attitude get to him too quick. Hyphy. I think he lets his temper sometimes get at him. He wants to knock out Tony Harrison so bad till he fell into the habit of just doing the same thing, trying to throw those power punches and get him out of there, and end up losing. What you think, scientist?
Hyphy just said something I agree with. He said Jamel has he's an average IQ fighter with really good athleticism. We was having that conversation last night when we were talking about Bud possibly moving up to fight him.
Right. We
Yeah.
did touch on that, and yeah, you know, like I said, I think if he could stay calm and listen to his damn corner, because sometimes he go out there and he don't be listening, man. That be
Right.
making me mad. You know, you paying this man to help you navigate the waters of the fight, and then you go out there and not listen and do something stupid and end up losing or end up with a draw. And you can't be mad at nobody but yourself with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody speaking to each other. Bivol said, if you stand in front of Beterbiev, it is suicide. Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah, Bivol like to move a lot.
Yeah, Bivol do use his feet. I will give him that. He does use his feet and shoots angles, but I still, you know, I need to know what his defense look like, how well he can throw a punch, because he's going to get hit. Everybody gets hit. And I want to know how often and how well will he protect once he get caught with something. He's going to be able to stand up through it. Because when Kovalev fought Canelo, it looked a little fishy to me, because it looked like Kovalev had stuck Canelo and wobbled him and never attacked that way again. And I couldn't understand that. You know, I don't know if you saw the fight or not, but
yeah, I did. I was halfway paying attention though.
Oh, he said halfway paying attention. You must have had a stream or something where you got it for free.
Yeah.
Oh well, see,
but I saw, you know, he was sticking that little jab out there. You know, he wasn't really. That's all he was doing, really, to me. That Kovalev was just jabbing.
And really he wasn't really seriously jabbing. And yeah, I know he took the fight on a quick turnaround and all that, and that could have been a cause for that. But you know, it's something to look at. I want to see one of these guys just stand in front of, not stand in front of Canelo, but work their game plan through the whole fight.
Bivol ain't gonna stand in front of him, I don't believe. That's why I was surprised he said he'd rather fight Bivol.
Right. Now, I thought that's who he was fighting. So now he fighting Beterbiev?
No, he fighting Bivol.
Okay. So I was okay. That's who I thought, because I'm like, I was gonna say I'm watching the wrong dude.
No, I was just mentioning Beterbiev because that's who I want to see him fight.
So you think Beterbiev beat him down?
I mean, I think that's gonna be his toughest challenge at that weight.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. He didn't change his name. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing D-Lo 404 Boxing. He didn't change his name to the voice of Crow. You can go ahead and take your off of mute, bro. Come on in. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up?
What's going good with you?
Sure, man. That's to it, man. Just enjoying the show, man. Chopping up in the chat. I ain't gonna be here but a minute. I just want to come in and speak on something right quick, and I'm gonna go back to the chat because I'm moving around doing a bunch of stuff. I'm just listening. I'm gonna lay my phone down for a while. But I just want to talk about that Kovalev Canelo fight for a minute. I watched the fight live, but it was, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, I want to say that fight was one of the fights Trey X didn't get to call the fight because I think the channel got a strike that night, and I ended up having to watch it on somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else was calling the blow by blow. It was terrible, but they were calling it. And but I still did them the same courtesy that I would, you know, if it was Trey X. I turned my volume down and just let them call the fight. You know what I'm saying? And watch the fight, which a lot of times I try to watch a fight like that anyway, so you can watch it objectively. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it goes a distance, you ain't letting the talking heads tell you who winning the fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know, that's how I watched the fight, and it looked like it looked. You know what I'm saying? Like Kovalev was out there just throwing, like it was almost like he had put in the contract that he couldn't throw but a limited amount of right hands, and he had to throw a bunch of, you know, he could throw jabs, you know, many jabs as he want, but he couldn't throw that many right hands. So, you know, that was my thoughts of it, and then of course the stoppage looked kind of cheap to me. It almost looked like it was telegraphed.
Man.
But let me tell you, I went back about 2 months ago, I think it was, and I actually watched that fight. You know what I'm saying, with the volume up and everything. And man, I was disgusted by how the commentators were sitting here trying to explain to you why Kovalev was pulling punches. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous, man, because it was like even they knew it wasn't right, and they were trying to justify like, yeah, well, Kovalev's trying to set him up. You know, he's doing this, he's doing that. Well, you know, Kovalev's trying to pace himself, so he's not. I was like, man, come on, man, y'all know this ain't right. That's why y'all sitting here, you know, trying to excuse him not throwing his right hand. You know what I'm saying? So it was like when I listened to the talking heads, it was even worse than when I listened to it before, when I watched the fight before. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, I really feel like something was up during that fight. I felt even more so a couple months ago when I watched it and heard the actual commentary.
So you feel like Canelo put the right hand clause on it?
Hey, I think he put the I stop you around 11 clause in the. But hey, I'm gonna go back to the chat, y'all, man. I appreciate it. If you on a while, man, I get done doing what I'm doing, I might jump back on. But right now, I'm going back to the chat, man. I appreciate it.
The door is open, player. The door is open. And before you get away, let me say, Hyphy put up there, hey, man, you betrayed the corner for an imitator? You been cheating on the corner? You been cheating on Trey X by listening to somebody else call the fight, man?
Hyphy, they got pulled down. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I had to listen to somebody. I actually wasn't gonna, you know, so I actually wasn't gonna listen to nobody call the fight, man. But I couldn't listen to them the zone guy, man. They suck. You know, so I tried to give somebody benefit of the doubt so I can have a backup, you know what I'm saying, backup channel to listen to, you know what I'm saying, if ever they don't call a fight. But man, it's hard, man. Trey X is so good at it, you know what I'm saying? Him and Marlon such a good tandem with what they do. Man, it's rough, man. Listen to somebody else try to call a fight, man. Even the guys I like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be wanting to tell everybody that call a fight, hey, man, y'all go ahead and just take your whole chat and everybody, you know, and just send them all over the Marlowe's corner. Listen to Trey X call a frog out of well.
There it is. Gil Cole say blasphemy.
Hey, I'm out though, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Door always open. Man, Gil Cole, everybody, we gonna have to let Trey X know. That boy, the voice of reason is Moonlight going out on other channels.
Say they had no choice, but that's right. That was on the zone, so I saw the actual stream because I've been at the zone for a couple of years, but I just really didn't give a fuck about that fight. All I remember was Kovalev jabbing a whole lot and just like calling everybody an ignoramus who thought he was gonna win and shit like that after he got knocked out. Somebody, if you thought I was gonna win, you were ignoramus because I ain't had no turnaround or some shit like that. He said,
"Yeah, something dumb. I do remember that." But yeah, I didn't really care about the fight either. But since it was on, I watched it. these fighters that you be thinking might have a little more heart don't. Another thing that I found on, I'm switching the subject real quick just to let you know. One of these crazy ass women, y'all know the ones, they call them the Karens. This lady right here that you see sitting on the couch with the phone, you see what the title say? It say Karen crashes a Galantine party. I guess that's a party, Valentine's party with all girls and stuff, right?
Oh, okay. I'm like, the hell is that? Okay.
They wearing negligees and little stuff like that. This lady comes from downstairs, walks in the house and sits her ass on the couch, starts recording, talking about we need the police to come because she say that they making too much noise.
Who making too much noise?
The party girls that's having a little Valentine's party for all girls. That lady right there in the black and white shirt decided she not even invited. She don't even know the people. She just ran up in their crib and sat on their couch. And I'm like, if you had ran up in the right house, they'd have put so many hands on you. You'd have thought you was being prayed for by some kind of Christian church or something.
Was this a black folk party she ran up in, or just a random?
Nah, this was just a random party. It wasn't no black. Nah, come on, I don't think she would have been able to get that far to black folks party.
I'm just saying, cause that's what they used to call the cops on. So I'm trying to figure out what was the goal of the end game with this one.
Her end game was to get their party shut down because I guess she wasn't invited to come up there and wear negligees and hang around with the other girls.
That's funny as hell.
That's crazy. But you see how people feel like they entitled to just run up on people and try to impose their will?
Right.
That's crazy. Oh, there go Trey X right there. Just a couple of seconds short.
That's called Cassidy right there. That privilege.
Man.
Entitlement.
and people that's entitled, when people start saying equal, they look at equal as like tyranny, or like they losing something because they not the only ones to get to do it. Oh, they get to do it too? Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah, they define their freedom by your lack of freedom.
and people just need to recognize that nobody can really hold themselves over you. I'm not letting anybody hold themselves over me. No, Gil Cole say, who let her in? That's the thing, Gil. I guess she caught him slipping and the door was unlocked or something. And she went up there and just turned the handle and was like, oh, and just slid on up in there. But
and then called the cops on the party.
Yeah, and then called the cops on the party. But I'd have slid her ass right back up out of there. Trey X in the house, he say salute. We say salute. Trey, I just want to let you know that D-Lo came through. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about the zone fight that y'all was calling, and he said he think y'all got a strike on it. But that ain't the important part. The important part is that, he cheated on y'all, man. He cheated on you. He went and listened to somebody else call the fight. You know what I'm saying? He went and let somebody else sweet talk his ear into listening to them call the fight. Now, I'm going to let you know, Gil Coles, myself, social scientist, we all let him know that we didn't appreciate it. But we gave him a pass because y'all didn't call the fight. Y'all wasn't nowhere around. He think y'all got a strike that night. So other than that, everything going great. Oh, Big Maestro in the house. What's up, bro? Glad to see you coming through. Everybody make sure they hit that thumbs up. I'm just letting y'all know that lady on the screen right there just ran up in somebody's party and started doing it the way she wanted to do it. Stupid. I'm telling you, man, some of these people just need to, if the people that's being infringed upon start just saying, you know what, we at my house, because if you in my house, I can protect my home. You at my door and stuff, I can protect my home. I'll knock your ass upside the head, knock you out, and and drag your feet over my door threshold if I had to whoop you in the front yard and tell them this motherfucker tried to run up in my house, so I ain't had no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they just doing it like, they can just do anything to anybody at any time, and this shit just starts to get on my nerve. Now, I got Canelo punk ass out the way. Let's go ahead and move on. Josh Taylor. He put on a fight that wasn't good enough. This is, I guess when it comes down to it, you could say he took the L. You know,
He
he
had no choice.
yeah, but he took it. You know, he took it. You know, he fronting at the end like, you know what? I won. That's what it is. And fuck y'all. You know,
He knew he was gonna do that.
Yeah, but you know, he took the L. You know, but he took the L with a win. You know, it one of those type things. Privilege kicked in for him. His Scottish privilege since he was at his Scottish home.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like he had a bad night. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say he had a bad night. And you know, listening to so many people that spoke on him, make him wait for his last fight, they were talking about, man, he looked like he was drained. You could see his face was drawn in and stuff like that. And they were kind of saying that about this fight too. So without trying to look at too many angles and corners, I am gonna say that maybe he was a zapped of energy, and he had been sitting down for a good little while after becoming the undisputed. So a lot of things could have hit him up, and that could have been it. I'm anxious to see. He's going to 147 now, right? He's not going to fight anymore at 140.
Yeah, he said he's going to 147, and he said he would rematch Catterall, but at 147, which is some bullshit because Catterall was trying to win them belts at 140.
Yeah, so what good would the rematch be at 147?
Exactly. Why would you want to fight Josh Taylor at 147 who just moved up? Like,
well, in Josh's way, I would say that he's kind of thinking on a good term. Hey, if I can get this dude to fight me now, that'll acclimate me to the weight, and then I can turn around and start messing with these dudes that's already been sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Gil Cole say the lady probably brought some green bean casserole in. No, she came empty-handed. When you see how you see she was dressed up in a flannel shirt and I keep and some blue jeans. I keep telling you that the girls was in the party with their lingerie and stuff on. She was not invited. She don't know. No, casserole my ass. Get your ass out of here. And she came in calling the police, man. What is going on with that? Who? Why are you even allowed to be? Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put my blunt down so I can get his introduction right. He is the reigning and defending champ from Champ Ross. He loves to say who's the boss. Calls frogs from whales, seals, sharks, you name it. If it's aquatic, it comes on land just to hear him call the fight. Trey X, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, my brother?
What's up with it, man? Salute.
What's going on?
What's going down? I had to give a little perspective though that I wasn't even aware of, man. I really feel kind of fucked up that I didn't know. But Sir Hussein, that's one of our partners and shit. He from the UK. He ain't like what you think from the UK. He a brother from the UK. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he say that Josh Taylor changed his trainer 2 fights ago. Against
Ben Davison.
See, I don't even know nothing about the motherfuckers, man. What's all right? It's McGuigan and Davison.
Yeah, Ben Davison was training Tyson Fury before he went over there with Manuel Stewart.
So that's who used to train him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now he trained.
Go ahead.
So now he trained by who?
Manuel Stewart.
No, I'm talking about Taylor. Who is Taylor trained by?
Oh, he trained by Ben Davison. That's his new trainer. I don't know who used to train him.
Okay, so who used to train? I was thinking.
I thought it was that Quigley dude.
I thought it was McGuigan or something like that.
Might have been.
Yeah, I said Quigley, him. But if it's not him, but I know Jim Davison is with him now, and Davison was with somebody else who won a belt.
Well, since he been with this guy, I have seen a change in the style though. Like even in the fight that he won undisputed, that wasn't quite the same Josh Taylor that I'm normally used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting more toe to toe and shit. No, see him go out there and slide and glide. That's one thing I liked about him because he would fight in a circle and just jump in and put them binks on your hard body shots, and then he'll get up out of there. And you know what I'm saying? And then circle on a bit, jump in with hard shit again, and feint you and stuff. But now, like in that last fight against Ramirez, it was more like fighting. You know what I'm saying? Let's go toe to toe and all this kind of shit. And then in this fight, it just straight come forward and fight in a methodical type of way, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't the Taylor that I'm used to seeing though, like against Postall and all them cats back in the day, even Ryan Martin. I ain't saying Ryan Martin is a world beater, but he was undefeated and he got over 200 amateur fights too, you know what I'm saying? But he was out there sliding and gliding, whooping his ass. That's the Taylor I'm used to seeing. So I think it's some credibility that this new coach is hurting this man as far as his boxing skills and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can go with that. That makes sense. You know, I wasn't trying to look too deep because I don't want people to say, "Oh, MZ trying to make excuses for Josh." No, I'm just saying that the look of the man, the look of the athlete that we saw out there was quite hindered, if I must say. You know, and I listened to a lot of people say that he looked drained and it looked like he killing himself to make that 140. And if you was willing to say that in the beginning, yeah, I know I poked with him, but I also rolled with him. But yeah, remember what you said. I'm talking to the people out there that's changing it up a little bit. Remember that you were the ones that said he looked drained. So now that, you know, he get into a fight and he didn't look quite the same, yeah, that could be a problem.
Well,
And
this oh my bad. I mean, I hate to interrupt you, man, but I don't even subscribe to that, like as far as being drained. Because I can understand if he was in there doing Josh Taylor type things and then he just ran out of gas or something, or, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't even doing Josh Taylor type shit at all. So I attribute it more to the game plan and strategy and skills employed as far as what was his downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So it wasn't the shoulder, it was the trainer. I got it.
well, I can't say it was just the trainer because you in that ring, bro. You have to make some kind of adjustments. Like, you take some accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just rely on the trainer to tell you everything. But I will say this though: you got some fighters that don't listen to their trainer too much, so it don't really matter what the trainer say. But if you got a disciplined fighter that actually listen to the trainer and then steering them in the wrong direction, and they really listening to him, well, the trainer can have a more profound impact on the fight. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that this guy's smart enough that he can be objective and look at what's going on. Like, I'm not fighting how I normally fight. This ain't no Taylor gang shit. This is some C-level looking shit. You know what I'm saying?
some Ben Davis said shit.
It could be.
But,
I mean,
Michaela Mayer was going in on him on Twitter, said, why is he trying to fight short, not using his jab? Like, I said, damn, you got the women going in on you.
and she fight like that. Like when
Right.
she had that fight against Hamadou, she fought like Taylor fought here. She make herself small and shit too, so she can't even say nothing because that her and Hamadou had a hell of a war. You saw that fight, didn't you?
Oh, hell yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that was like a fight of the year candidate down there for me anyway. Shit, especially for the women, you know what I'm saying? They went out there and went to war.
But you ain't gonna keep Hamadouche out for you. She like Mike Tyson. She gonna be on your ass. You gotta fight her.
Like Sean Porter, just on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the point. She ain't had no choice but to fight that motherfucker. What she did, she bit down on her mouthpiece and did what she had to do out there.
And they went to wow.
Yeah, they did.
That boy D-Lo 404 said.
And I said Emmanuel Stop. I meant Sugar Hill. My fault.
Yeah, I knew you was
I knew
bringing
you
back
talking
the
about-
dead. I knew who you was talking about though.
Yeah, I did too.
D-Lo say, don't believe nothing they say. It was entrapment. Nah, he came on here and did that, man. He let it come out his mouth that he was cheating on Trey X and Marlowe's corner when it came to listening to a fight. Everybody heard it.
When you said that shit, bro, I tried to think of something fly to say, but I don't give a damn about that shit, bro. Matter of fact, he was telling me last time, he was like when we didn't call the fight, he was trying to find somewhere to listen in. And I think he said he ended up listening to somebody trash. Hell, I threw him a couple of suggestions out there of somebody that he could listen to if we ain't calling the fight. Even though I know that I'm 100 times better than that motherfucker, but you know,
Right. See, I wasn't even mad at him for, you know, saying he said y'all was down, but then he had the nerve to say they weren't good as Trey X. I'm like, nigga, you don't have to say that.
Yeah, he did throw that in and let it be known that, you know, you was better. Trey X, Ben Davis is a YouTube educated trainer. All he does is watch YouTube videos, memorize what trainers do, say, and inspires back to his fighters.
Well,
I guess
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I thought I read it wrong.
Oh, I just started talking because I saw that he had addressed it to me. But yeah, that's believable. I mean, I don't know much about the trainer, but I know it's a lot of information out there on you know, and as far as these trainers and shit. And I can see some people, you know, combing through all of that shit and adopting that shit as they own and sounding like they know something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's crazy as hell that you would take that to a championship fighter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can see it though.
Shoot, the championship fighter, why would he take it?
Well, what if he don't know?
You got to know who Ben Davis is. You know, that Tyson Fury, they all come from the same, they drink from the same faucet.
I'm saying, but how would the fighter know? How would the fighter know that he got the his information from YouTube?
Oh, well, now you know that is something different.
Hey man, when I was young, and I was at the gym one day, I put this on my life. I looked underneath the gym, like the apron, and I saw a boxing for dummies book, a yellow boxing for dummies book, bro.
Wow.
At the gym. I don't know who it belonged to, but it wasn't like a very skillful gym, though. I mean, it was an amateur gym. It was just based around basically being in shape. Like, you got to be in real good shape. You're going to throw a bunch of punches. But as far as real skills, that ain't what it was about. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of talented kids. And I think what was that is that the number one fighter in the gym, his name was Americo Santos. I talk about him all the time. Mm-hmm. He's a bad motherfucker, national champion. But when he turned pro and he started fighting some decent guys, they were whooping his ass because his skills were lacking. You know what I'm saying? And the athleticism then evened up. Because he was a good athlete for a Mexican. When I first met these dudes, they were doing backflips and break dancing and shit. Like, it looked real acrobatic. I swear. I was like, damn, I ain't never seen Mexicans like this.
Hey, I got a quick question. Anybody know who Biggie Smalls TV is? Anybody?
I don't even know what you're talking about, OG.
Biggie Smalls TV.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's somebody trying to come in. Oh, he a player. You're gonna have to like mess around in the chat for a little bit so we can get used to seeing you.
Oh yeah, don't even entertain that, OG. They ain't no telling what they'll do.
Say some crossways on my sheet. Had me looking crazy.
It ain't
he say Barry.
I thought you about to tell a joke.
I'm about to say it ain't about that, OG. If he get on there and he shows something on screen, that's what you got to worry about. So don't even entertain that shit.
I got you.
Like, what do you call Biggie Smalls TV? I thought you about to tell a joke and shit.
No.
I thought he was too, bro.
Wow. Bruce Goes Boxing and more, Boxing Jazz and more. What's up, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. I was checking out that Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard over there on Bruce Goes tonight. They was going at it. So, yeah, I'm glad I didn't bring it on. Get your ass out of here.
I mean, I think that's rude anyway, man. Like, you ain't even came through and chopped it up in the chat or nothing. You just want a link. Like, automatically, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no player shit, man.
Right. That's that. What is it? That's that Kevin Hart ass nigga shit right there.
Maybe he thought it was like a call-in show. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, ain't no call-ins around here. Get your ass up out of here.
Hey, D-Lo said that shit sounded like a troll name anyway. It kind of did. Biggie Smalls TV. That's a troll name, man.
Barry was Josh's promoter. Shane, his son, was the trainer.
Okay. So I think that's Barry and Shane McGuigan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And he changed from that to Ben Davison.
Yeah.
He better change back. You know what I'm saying? On the cool, because Ben has been on the champion boxers team, but they fit him. I don't know. And finding out what Hypey just said make me wonder. So
hold on. Let me ask you a question. Y'all said that's the Davison is the one that used to train Tyson Fury.
Right, that same one.
Well, goddamn, if Tyson Fury felt like he needed to move on, what the fuck would make him think that this is where we need to go?
Hey, People do crazy things for crazy reasons. Who knows why?
Hey, that's your favorite boxer, man. I'm gonna leave that to you.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, man. But you know, but that's why I say that you can't always just look at what the fighter got going on. You also got to look at how they handle success. You know what I'm saying? So since he done had some success, he done changed trainers and shit. I don't know. Is it about the money or something? That kind of got me thinking about Danny Jacobs. Then him and his coach was not fucking with each other about some money for a little while, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know when you get the little success and the money start increasing and shit, popularity, that just adds more variables, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Right.
More money, more problems. Speaking of big and small.
Exactly.
You might get him an ass whooping, like a real ass whooping, one where you don't see the bell.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, these crazy people running around. Now is that D-Lo? Is that you in the studio, man? I don't even know. Now I don't even trust the names no more. Might be somebody trying to pretend to be D-Lo. That's you.
Oh, me, got you. That motherfucker got you.
I ain't worried about it. I'll cut that right out of there.
Damn, man, that's some wild shit.
You got to be some kind of straight.
Yeah, you next time, man. If that motherfucker D-Lo come, you gonna have to wait till you get a response.
I remember his microphone usually be off.
That motherfucker been talking in the chat.
Yeah. Anyway, where was I?
That shit threw me off like a motherfucker.
I found this ex-chief with 80 charges, right? 80 felony charges. I got this off of Indisputable with Dr. Richie. He got 80 felony charges, and then he got a job at some kind of auto place, and he was stealing catalytic converters. When they caught him, this motherfucker had tried to fake his death to miss the charges.
I can't even lie, OG. My mind just got thrown the fuck off, man.
Read it again, fam.
My bad, man.
My mind. Don't worry about it.
I was over here trying to read the chat because old boy was over here saying shit in the chat. The little D-Lo fake. But anyway, so read the headline again, fam.
You know what?
Hey, I had to get the TACP real quick.
Yeah. You know what, man? You make me say I'm gonna have to go out. You know, let me reset myself. Let me go ahead and play a song or something. Cause
play a song, my nigga.
I'm fucked up myself. I'm like, God damn. Let me go ahead. Whew. This poor ass motherfucker. Here we go with all day.
And then look at the way he responded, OG. He said, "Yes, that's me," with an exclamation point. Man, D-Lo don't even fucking talk like that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? With an exclamation point. Yeah, that's me. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, knowing that D-Lo say he's gonna be gone for a minute. I'm tripping. See, I'm high. I shouldn't be high. And man, let me just go ahead and here goes something, y'all. Check this out. All day. Can y'all hear that?
I can't. I ain't gonna even lie.
Nah.
Y'all don't hear nothing?
I don't hear nothing, OG.
Hold on. Let me. These motherfuckers. He got my whole everything messed up. Bitch ass shit.
Some whole ass shit, man.
I'm mad at the motherfucker right now.
On the real.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
All right, now since y'all can hear that, let me go ahead and rewind it and get myself together.
We go harder than concrete. Me and my body get smoked out. Ice chest full of beats. Cheers, this
It's the dirty South. Fuck, being down and out. We in this bitch trying to stay alive. Peace to you, my nigga. See you trying to get your money. 3 7 for life, and I fucks with it. You better show your fans straight. You don't break a beat, standing up on all 10. Cause everything is on again. Same day, same shit all across the bitch. No matter where you live, hold it down. Shout out across the Southwest side. Make your time straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, all day, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight. All day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real nigga, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day.
Making sure my family's straight. Doing what I do. Keep doing all my beats. Making sure my family eats. Saying little prayers. I'm glad I got to know ya. I'ma be here till the end. I'm the only master bride.
Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real night, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real night, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day.
I pray my kinfolk and I don't sleep. They can't eat, they can't eat, and I don't sleep. I make a way for my kinfolk. Guard dog up all night, making sure everybody sleep tight. Checking the perimeter with that thing on me, making sure that it's alright. I never leave my post alone, even if it means posting alone. I ain't talking about call, I'm talking about literally leaving my post alone. Some people live under the pressure. Oh no, not see. I'm gonna make sure that my family always equal up to me.
Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real night, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real night, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day. I got that retired money, so the fam is good. Bought a home out in the country, moved us out of the hood. When circumstances were bad, we converted to good. Every time they said I couldn't, I showed them I could. These haters plotting my downfall, I'm wishing you would. I'm 10 steps ahead of you, you back where I stood. Nigga, you should understand this boy don't play. Regardless of what you say, we bring that heat all day. Let go.
Man, that kind of make me feel a little bit better. Well, D-Lo 404 Boxes say, hit him with that master rod, Heavenly Father. I feel better now. I got my little smoke in, kicking back. Let's get things back rolling to where they was. Let me get back to the way things was and see how it goes down. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Everybody gone. I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with Heavenly Father. And you in the back of the studio, hit me with something that you know that let me know it's you.
Heavenly Father, I need you. Without you, I need to have you Father. Yes, I do. My Heavenly Father, well, I come to you as humble as I know how. My Heavenly Father, well, I need your help today. I need your help today. My Heavenly Father, I need your help. I need your love. I need you. My Heavenly Father,
too. I hope that you come soon. Oh, Heavenly Father, I need you in my life to follow. Heavenly Father, I need you right now. I need you in my heart and Father. Every day, yeah. My Heavenly Father, I need your love, I need your strength, I need you. My Heavenly Father, I'm down on my knees, begging you please. My Heavenly Father, how much do I have to do for you give it to me? My Heavenly Father, I will be right there waiting for you. My Heavenly Father, I need you, Heavenly Father. Yes, I do. My Heavenly Father, yeah. Oh, Heavenly Father, I need you, Heavenly Father. Yes, I do. My Heavenly Father, yeah. Help me. Yeah, Lord. Some of these words in the song, Lord. Yeah. When I wrote this, everything I said, I needed, Lord. Please understand me, Lord. Because all I want, Lord, is to be in your life, Lord.
Man, I'm back. So, hey, I got somebody in the back of the studio, D-Lo, and I'm going to say it like this. If that's you, there it is. Okay. Man, they got me, D-Lo. They got me. Come on in. You got the mics open, man. Everything is everything. I was telling him about cop. And did I mention that the cop was a damn ex-chief? He wasn't just any kind of cop. He was a damn police chief.
Hey, I saw that today on my feed. I thought that was local news. Where did that happen at?
That happened in Harry County Police Department. I think I want to say Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was something that happened over this way.
Nah, that's him right there. That's the cat right there. They say he parked his truck at the river and wrote a cryptic note and had his rifle there with a spent cartridge in the chamber. Like he had shot himself and fell into the river. They drugged the river and found his ass at his auntie's apartment. I'm like, now you as the chief of police, how stupid can you be? That is totally dumb. But what you got going on, D-Lo? What you come in to holler at me about? Besides the motherfucker that got me, caught me slipping. I was not on my game all the way. I'm going to have to lighten up on the herbal refreshments a little bit.
I just want to be in that number.
Nah, hold on. All you got to do is get you like a code word or something that everybody know, just us.
Right.
Let's do it like that. We can come up with that on Discord or something.
Yeah, so, we will do that. I greatly appreciate it because I cannot be having that type of shit going on.
You can't. None of us. Hell, I'm not even unsure if I think you should erase this motherfucker and come back. But I guess you'll be good. You say you're gonna cut it out. Yeah, I know when that shit happened to us, nigga, we cut that shit off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cut it out. I know how to edit, and keep him. I'm gonna go ahead and make a complaint. Y'all gotta do better than that. Now, where was it? I showed y'all that no good. Anyway, so back to boxing, because I'm going back and forth. Y'all got to ride with me for a minute. The music kind of soothed my soul for a little bit. Errol Spence, who is not really saying a lot, and Ugas, who is only answering what most people are saying because a lot of people are talking good about Earl and saying what should happen and all this kind of stuff. And I've been listening to a lot of people's breakdowns. And I want to say that, one, Earl wasn't really, in my opinion, supposed to have the fight with Manny Pacquiao. It should have been Ugas from the get-go, because Ugas was the WBA champion, and then he went up to the super champion, and because they took it from Pacquiao. But when Pacquiao came back, they was talking about maybe Pacquiao would get the belt back. I just felt like Ugas should have fought him anyway, just to go ahead and establish the fact that, hey, I really am the champ because I beat you, even though you got stripped. Earl should have been fighting Ugas or whoever had won that fight, which I had guessed that it was going to be Ugas anyway. So Earl is fighting the right person. It just happened because so much later, because so much stuff happened. I believe Earl should be fighting Ugas. This is the fight we should be seeing before they attempt to get undisputed, if Terence Crawford isn't really seriously dropping the belt and going to 154.
Yeah, LZ, that's kind of what I had said too, man. That I think all of it played out the way it needed to. You know what I'm saying? Because Ugas actually, when he first picked up that regular belt, and people, I think he beat Jamal James for it or somebody, whoever he beat and picked it up. And then when he picked up, it wasn't Jamal James, but whenever he picked up that regular belt, people were clowning him on, he was proud. He went on Twitter and, Instagram or whatever, celebrating. And people were clowning him, telling him he wasn't a real champion. You know what I'm saying? And then like when he came right back out and said that he wanted to fight Pacquiao because he wanted to, he wanted to be the real champion. He want people to respect him as the champion.
Right.
But then what ended up happening later on, Pacquiao was inactive so long because of everything going on. And when they stripped Ugas, they stripped him and elevated Ugas, so that really, it made sense that if Pacquiao came back, that he should have had to fight that man for that, to be the champion, so I'm glad it all played out the way it did, to be honest. Other than Errol getting his eye, messed up, of course I'm not happy about that part of it.
But I agree with you on that. Neither am I. Or the accident was before that. But the eye situation, maybe the eye situation, as crazy as it's gonna sound, might be a good thing. Maybe Earl needed this rest. Apparently he did need this rest because his eye was messed up. But coming in against Ugas is almost like coming in against Danny Garcia. It's not really a warm-up fight. What do they usually call
tune-up?
A tune-up fight. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a tune-up fight because Ugas is a champion that has been active and raring to go. Need I mention? I've been checking him out, training. I'm seeing how he's trying to sit down on punches. But I don't think Ugas really wants to stand toe-to-toe with Earl Spence. I don't really believe he wants to do that. I think he's going to want to try to box. Earl only has a 70-inch reach, which will give him a half inch over Ugas. Ugas is tall, but he doesn't really have long arms. So I don't think he want to stand in front of him. I know he like to go to the body. They both like to go to the body. They both got good jabs. They mirror each other pretty much, except Earl is left-handed, and he's capable of throwing a hell of a lot of punches.
I know for me, the more I think about it, the more I like Ugas. I ain't lying, man, because if I didn't know nothing about these fighters, right, and I just look at their backgrounds and shit, I got one that got over 300 amateur fights. The other one 135-12, and he an Olympian. The other one, he is a Olympic bronze medalist, and that's Ugas, coming from Cuba and shit. Motherfucker been kind of coming into form. D'Lo say he is probably the most active out of the top welterweights. And Earl is coming off a layoff. Lately, that's been spelling disaster. So just looking at if I just go by the numbers, I'm gonna have to say that this fight is probably gonna go the distance because people coming off of layoffs haven't been getting knockouts. And on top of that, Ugas ain't never been stopped before. You know what I'm saying? So that spells decision. So I'm just like, okay, what it really come down to is Earl's like activity, is his volume of punches, is that gonna carry him over to a decision? If Ugas is able to land enough clean shots, he can beat him. You know what I'm saying? And the odds makers seem to have some respect for Ugas because Earl is only like a 3-1 favorite, and that's really in that zone of where I see a lot of upsets. Like when I start seeing 3-1, 2-1, 1.65, and all that kind of shit, I see upsets with them odds a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just looking at what's been going on with all the fighters coming off of long layoffs, looking bad and shit. I think this is a dangerous situation right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of starting to lean toward Ugas, man. I'll probably go ahead and take Earl because he do throw a lot of punches. He bigger and stronger and shit. He younger, southpaw. But I know that the southpaw part don't even matter because Ugas say he's a southpaw killer.
Yeah, he does say that.
That's what he say. He is a southpaw killer, and he feel like he belonged too. He beat Crawford in the amateurs. A lot of people, including D-Lo, voice of reason, he say that he beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter went to war with Earl. So I know Ugas feel like shit. If Sean Porter can go to war with Earl, and he went to war with Earl before the car wreck. He went to war with Earl Spence. I'm talking about before the car wreck, before the eye injury, all of that shit. And Sean Porter went to war with him. And that Sean Porter right there, a lot of people felt like he lost to Ugas. So Ugas is coming in here with some confidence, man. Every time I see him, he's smiling and shit. He got fur coats on, got the stunning shades on them boys. He feel like he belong here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't doubt that. He belong here. You know, I don't doubt that. And, you know, just for me to be speaking on him extra like I have been lately, you know, after I picked him to win over Pacquiao, I automatically just reverted to, okay, when it come down to it, I'm picking my American fighter, Earl Spence, my Texas brother, the Lone Star Stater. But I'm listening to you make good points for him, and I'm even hearing you talk about how you might end up jumping the fence. I'm feeling all that, but I'm sticking with Earl to me, he the underdog.
Hey, y'all, how crazy would it be if Ugas were to end up becoming undisputed at 147?
That would be crazy.
Wouldn't that be the first time a Cuban has ever been undisputed?
That would be that I know of. I don't think they've had an undisputed.
Hey, we have had one first since we've been watching boxing together. Wasn't Ruiz the first to do something when he became the champion?
The first Mexican heavyweight champion.
Well, hell, what if we got the first Cuban undisputed champion? If you think about the history of their boxing program, they might be kind of overdue for accomplishment like that. He might have the energy of history on his side.
Well, you know that.
Yeah, man, Bud might move up to 154. You know, because that's the only way Ugas becoming undisputed.
Ugas can whoop his ass now.
Yeah, I was going to say Ugas
he
beat
did
Bud.
He did in the amateurs. We'll give him that.
But that's always in your mind that, hey, I took that ass whooping from this dude in the amateurs. I lost to him.
That's gonna make Bud want to whoop his ass even more.
Hey, that Joker sure enough have a head full of confidence. He get past Spence and go into that Bud fight, owning a dominant amateur win over. Then he just bested. Oh man, shoot, hey, he definitely feel like he's gonna go in there and take care of business.
Yeah,
I heard Momac say that Ugas would be a difficult fight for them, though.
Well, you know, he beat him before. I'm sure it would be a difficult fight.
If Ugas beat Earl, I wonder who would be the favorite out of him and Crawford, like as far as the odds makers. Who y'all think?
I think they're gonna go with Crawford.
I think Crawford. I think they will favor Crawford.
Y'all keep cooking for a minute, my baby calling.
They'll probably favor him slightly or something, probably like 1.5 or 2-1 or something. That shit would be crazy though, man. But that'll be too much like box all about. Well, not boxing, what sports are supposed to be all about. We're a meritocracy. If you're the best, you rise to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's a movie. It'll be movie worthy, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like think about it. That man retired the legendary Manny Pacquiao. you know what I'm saying, he would have beaten the, you know what I'm saying, basically probably one of the biggest rising stars in the sport, and then beat the, you know, guy that's considered pound for pound number one by many to become undisputed. And then not only that, you got to look at how he started out. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that would be talk that, you know what I'm saying, that would even make the story bigger. How he, you know, he had like, you know, 4 losses in a short period of time, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what? I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Earl win a gift, because I follow the money when it comes to boxing, and we talking about this great story, but ain't no money in that shit.
See, I was just about to ask how many rounds y'all think Ugas got to win in order to get a decision.
I'm about to say, because it's going the distance. Because Earl is not about to knock this guy out. It is going the distance, and I don't see Ugas winning by no damn decision. Yeah, I don't see it.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I don't see it either, man. And I mean, that's what I was saying when I watched the Porter fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching that fight thinking, like, yeah, we you know what I'm saying he winning these rounds, but we also know that Porter had already pretty much had to say he fight Errol Spence Jr. next. So, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's crazy, man. That's the thing about boxing that, you know, most of us hate, is that we can watch a fight and objectively call the rounds for who we really feel like is winning, but deep down, we know that the politics, you know what I'm saying, play a part in it. And even like when you make even like on Champ Ross, we make our picks. Sometimes we got to think about who got the most to gain by winning the fight, if it's gonna go the distance. You know what I'm saying? So like if you look at the Josh Taylor fight, you know, it didn't make sense to pick Catterall. Even like I knew I felt like it was gonna go the distance because of the layoff. And I also thought about, you know what I'm saying, Teofimo's fight that kept getting pushed back and this, that, and the other. But I was like, no, Josh Taylor's a different level. He's a serious fighter. He ain't been on no victory lap like Teofimo Lopez. He gonna take care of business. But I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, I didn't think he'd go out there and get outgunned. I figured it'd be a close fight. He might, you know what I'm saying, win a split decision. I didn't think it'd be the other way around, that he should have actually lost by decision. So, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, it's a shame that when you make your picks, man, you gotta think about, you know, who should win the fight, who the boxing want to win the fight, so to speak.
Because I was going to say, remember, Ugas won by decision over Pacquiao, the legend.
Yeah, but Pacquiao was talking about it might be his last fight and shit, so it ain't no money to be made with Pacquiao. That's done. Well, not necessarily saying that it was going to be, he wasn't saying that was going to necessarily be his last fight, but we all know that it's coming to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was also getting ready to run for president. You know what I'm saying? So that was going to be his last fight before he started to run for president.
Yeah, that's right. He was getting ready to make that run, and he can't box and be president. They're just not having it.
Oh yeah, and plus he holding belts hostage and shit, right?
Yeah, he was. That's why he got relieved of him in the first place.
Yeah, so they ain't trying to go through that again. That's if it wasn't for that, they might have gave him the decision.
Well, I hear y'all, and you know, like you said, Trey, it's some pretty pictures that's being painted, and it makes it for a good story. It's a great Cuban story. But this here America, and straight up, I think the dude from Texas is gonna win, and we'll figure out the Nebraska-Texas fight later. And I'm not being cocky. Let me not do that. I'm gonna just say that if Earl can engine, it just runs like it's supposed to, because I'm taking these short breaks as slight blessings. His body is not taking any damage. He kind of reserving himself a little bit, even though he had the car accident, which by all kind of blessings, nothing happened to him except for the retina tear, because I believe the retina tear is actually a byproduct of the car accident.
Well, what I'm saying is, I like Earl. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from Texas. I lived in Dallas, but the thing is, he hasn't fought since 2020. Like the last time he fought was against Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So like when we analyzing fights, we do have to take that into account. That's really the difference between a person that's that can pick fights and somebody that can't pick fights. Like, cause that's the kind of shit that we look at on the Champ Ross. You know what I'm saying? Layoffs, man, especially when it comes to knockouts. Dito threw a number out there. He say when fighters are coming off a long layoffs, they get a knockout about 18.5% of the time. And I was thinking like probably about 1 out of 5, and he said a little bit less than that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
so if you look at that, and you also look at the fact that Ugas has never been stopped before. You know what I'm saying? So that's you can take that 18.5% and maybe knock that bitch down to a 10. And if you look at Errol Spence when he been fighting against Danny Garcia, when he fought against Mikey Garcia, he ain't knocked them guys out. And I feel like Ugas is better than both of them. He got more amateur fights. He got Olympic bronze medal. You know what I'm saying? So he has been active. A fight that comes to my mind, we just picked a fight on the Champ Ross. It was this guy named Jermaine Ortiz versus Nahir Albright. They fought on Showbox. Jermaine Ortiz, he hadn't fought in like a year. Nahir Albright, he had 6 fights in 2021. He been real active, you know what I'm saying? And when they started that fight, you could see the difference in who was sharp or not. Ortiz ended up winning the fight because he was more talented. But you should have seen the way Nahir Albright was countering over that jab and shit. I'm talking about Ortiz, think about throwing that jab. Nahir coming right over the top. He just wasn't as talented as him. So eventually, you know, the talent even out and shit, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I don't think the talent difference between Errol Spence and Ugas is as great as Nahir Albright and Jermaine Robinson, you know what I'm saying? I think this is some 50-50 type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? The layoffs have not been good. They ain't been good for the fighters, man. So I'm going for Earl, man. I want the big fight, bro. I want the Hollywood. I'm a
Yeah.
fight caller, bro. For me, it's better if Earl win the fight. If I get a chance to see Earl versus Crawford, nigga, I'm calling 2 undefeated champions fighting for undisputed, bro. That's what I want.
Yeah, I feel you. And I'm excited. I want to hear it.
I
And see
want
it.
it. But just looking at the dynamics, like I would like it better. Like let me say this. If Earl Spence was trained by Virgil Hunter, this fight wouldn't be taking place. You know what I'm saying? Because Virgil Hunter is not gonna take his fighter off a layoff and put him into a ring with a fighter of Ugas's caliber in the first fight. He's not gonna do that. And you gotta ask yourself why. Why wouldn't he do that? When Andre Ward came back, he had 2 fights before he fought Kovalev. He fought Sullivan Barrera, and then he fought this guy, I don't remember his name, but he was weak as well water. That's probably why.
Alexander Brand, he still fighting.
Okay, I promised to God I was thinking like Brand or something like that, but I wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying? So
weaker than well water.
yeah, he was, bro. So he got them 2 fights to get acclimated and stuff, and plus to knock off the ring rust before he put him in there with Kovalev. So I just think it's something to that, bro. Like this man is going into this fight no tune-up, straight off the shelf. Ain't fought since 2020. And look, and before then, he don't like all right, he had 1 fight in like 2020 against
Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia. Okay, so how long was it before that last fight? Because he had a car shit in between that fight and the fight before Danny Garcia. So he done basically had like 1 fight in like 2 or 3 years.
He had 1 fight.
Shit.
He had 1 fight, and it was like maybe 14 months after the car accident when he fought Garcia.
And now it's another however many months, like 14 months.
I think the Porter fight was in like September, October. Then he fought Danny Garcia a whole year later, but it was like in January or December, I think.
So if you just look at it as far as years, he done had like 1 or 2 fights in 3 years or some shit, bro.
Yeah, about 2 fights in 3 years.
That's not good.
About 2 fights in 2.5, almost 3 years.
That's dangerous. And I also got to say, I mean, if he do go out here and get past this shit, we got to give him credit. We got to give him props.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let people think this is just a regular thing that should take place. You know what I'm saying? This is a hell of an accomplishment if you go and beat Ugas coming off a layoff and shit like this.
Yeah. Looking at the chat, Big E said, I got another 20 on that trade if and when that happens.
No, I don't. I wouldn't want to go against the money, bro. Like, even if I think Ugas is gonna win with all of my conviction, I know I'm going against the money. I know that the money wants Earl to win. Matter of fact, where they fighting? Ain't they fighting in Dallas?
They fighting in Dallas.
Why the fuck would I bet against Earl Spence in Dallas? Hey, I like to bet and all that, man, but I ain't no sucker, OG.
Ugas said everybody should bet against Earl. Ugas made a good argument. He making a good argument for himself. He like, I'm supposed to be here. Earl is not my hardest fight. I done fought people, harder than Earl, which I don't know how he could feel like Earl not his hardest fight when they haven't fought yet. But he's just bubbling with confidence. And, could he happen to end up being just a little too confident because he think I'm gonna go through this dude because this dude ain't been in the ring since I fought Manny Pacquiao.
I think some of that stuff he was talking about, man, he was talking about like some of the personal things dealt with in his life. He actually wasn't talking. And when I read it, you know what I'm saying, like, to me, what it seemed like he was talking about more like things had to overcome in life. And even like dealing with his alopecia and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the Cuba, the whole situation with coming from Cuba and all of that. I think that's kind of what he was alluding to, not necessarily an opponent in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody that he's fought that I feel like is a better fighter than, than Errol Spence Jr. I mean, they both fought Porter, and then you got the Pacquiao, but I mean, Pacquiao at 40-something years old, ain't, I didn't think that was a better. I wouldn't have picked him to beat Earl. So I can't say that. So I think he was kind of alluding to his personal things that he done overcame in his life. But I was thinking about something Trey X said about the money. For me, I wouldn't dare, bet somebody head up. But if Vegas got, it depends on what the odds are on the night of the fight. If they got carried away, it wouldn't hurt to put, a little money on Ugas, because he for the reason that Trey X mentioned. But at the end of the day, it's still you might just be, just donate some money to Vegas.
I honestly think the person in this fight that got the best chance of getting a knockout is Ugas. That might be one reason why he talking some shit, because he is the active fighter. He the one that's sharp and shit under the lights, coming off the biggest win of his career. So he riding off some momentum and shit right now.
Hey, you know what else? What else we ain't brought up?
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that really social scientist back there? He disappeared. Oh shit! See, I'm paranoid now.
Nah, yeah, be paranoid. Be very paranoid.
Hey, social hit me up in a private. Say something.
Nah, that nigga put an exclamation point. He got a wrench and shit. So that's him. He said, "Yeah, that's me."
Oh, okay.
but yeah, man. Like, fighters traditionally, historically, fighters don't necessarily have their best performance coming off of a eye injury. You know what I'm saying? The first fight back. That's why most guys aren't fighting the top level guy in their first fight back. Coming off of an eye injury. You know what I'm saying? So even if you look at Sugar Ray Leonard all those years ago, I can't remember the guy's name that he fought when he first came out of retirement. He beat the guy, but I think he got dropped in that fight. And then, he retired right back after that. You know what I'm saying? And it took him about 3 more years to come back and fight Hagler. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and look at Abner Mares. Poor Abner still ain't made it back to the ring yet. You know what I'm saying? So,
because both of his eyes was torn. That's why he can't even. He don't even look straight when he take his glasses off.
Remember his situation got caught. He was getting ready to fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? He probably would be blind now if that fight had went through.
Yeah,
at least in one eye.
Yeah, for me, this ain't even really a boxing thing. If Spence wasn't coming off an injury, and if he was active, I would take him no problem. You know what I'm saying? I might want to lean towards somebody like unanimous decision or something like that. I don't know if he'll go out there and stop Ugas. I think Ugas is just too skilled. You know what I'm saying? But just coming off a layoff, bro, that's just a variable that I can't ignore.
Okay. That boy Gil Coles had to throw Keith One-Time Thurman in there. Keith Thurman is the answer to all these questions.
Play the flute, honey. I ain't even no flute. That motherfucker be playing a piccolo.
Not the piccolo. Ain't that the little plastic one?
I thought it was something like a flute.
There we go.
Some shit. I will fuck
Yeah,
it. You might be
it's like a hybrid between a clarinet and a flute.
Okay, well fuck it. You play a kazoo then.
That's what they started you off with in school. There you go, right there. That's what we think about saying something about Keith. Yeah. Gil Coles. Love him some Keith Thurman, man. I can't wait to see Keith get back in the ring myself. With a real 147 pounder.
Hey, they talking about trying to push for Virgil versus Keith for that WBC eliminator. That's what Oscar trying to get going. Or at least he talking about it.
Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Yep.
Do they really want to do that right now? They want to, Keith is. I think Keith will be ready if he come back in the ring. He didn't get hurt or nothing, did he? The last few times he left out the ring with some minor nicks and aches. I want to make sure he all good.
I got Ortiz in that fight.
Think Ortiz will walk through him?
I don't know about walk through him, but I think down the stretch, I trust him more than I trust Keith Thurman right now. Every time I see Keith fight, man, he finds himself in a war. And I just don't know if he want to go to war with somebody that's young like Ortiz and going to the body. Ortiz got a great left hook to the body, man. He got one of the best ones in boxing, similar to Ramirez. He got a very similar style to Jose Ramirez. They bob, weave, and go to the body with the hook. I think that's bad. And plus, he got a good jab. He got a great jab.
He got a great jab.
Great jab. He come back with a right hand, go to the body with the hook. I think that's just a bad matchup for Keith Thurman right now. I think it's wrong place, wrong time, wrong guy. He 5'10", Keith Thurman. What is he listed? 5'7.5". This is the naturally bigger man. This ain't no Barrios either. And Barrios touched him a few times. Hurt him with the right hand.
To the body for sure.
With 10-ounce gloves.
With 10s, man. But if he fight Ortiz, Ortiz fight at 47, huh?
Uh-huh.
They're going to be in some 8s.
Yeah, they'll be in 8s.
Yeah, I got Ortiz, man. Out with the old, in with the new.
Well, Gil Coach, you heard that. I don't know what you want to say about it in reply, but that's just what it is. I tried to fight for Keith for you a little bit, but not really a Keith fan. But Gil Coach, he makes some throw it off picks at the right time.
Gil Cole's been doing this thing on the Chan Ross, man. He still beat me by about 35, 40 points, something like that.
Hey, I let it be known you still the reigning champion, and we're gonna go ahead and recognize you until the end of the season, where you either become champion again or someone else is thrown as the champion.
Oh, my time is shorter than leprechauns right now. I got a few more weeks as champion, then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be dethroned. But I'm gonna come back and give me another one though.
Hey, that's how you do it. Gil Cole say, send the contract. I hear you, Gil. I hear you. I don't know what's gonna happen when they see the contract. Because do you think Keith really still want to fight, or he just want to try to get these? He just want to beat Earl and Terrence, and then he probably float off to the sunset.
He don't want to fight nobody. He don't want to fight these youngsters. I know he don't want to do that. He want to fight, somebody like Earl or Ugas or something. He don't want to fight them youngsters, man.
Now, I got a good question. I know they're in different weight classes, and I did hear Gary Antoine say he's not really concentrating on it right now. But I'm kind of having a hard time looking at the way he fights and looking at the way Boots in his fight and seeing how did you come about to beat him?
Well, I mean, he might got the style. I mean, he done already beat him 3 times in the amateurs. So it's something about him that give Boots problems, you know what I'm saying? It could just be that raw ass aggression. Just jump on the motherfucker, don't give you no time to think. He coming with hard shots, he digging hard body shots. He ain't kind on the inside at all. Once he get in there, he don't waste that time. He digging shots of the body, finishing upstairs with the right hook. It could just be that raw ass. He would kind of remind me of Aaron Pryor a little bit in his last fight, kind of like Pryor versus Guayo a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like a low budget version. He just jump on the motherfucker, throw a whole bunch of punches. against this tall guy, kind of got to punch up at him a little bit. But you can just see he a fucking whirlwind. He a Tasmanian devil. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was a little bit more technical. I thought he was gonna be setting traps a little bit, stuff like that. But he just straight up bulldog.
I think he was excited.
Bulldog will go out there and beat a pretty boy every now and then. You know what I'm saying? That's the
I
ultimate matchup.
I think even if with the fight that I saw, I think I only saw one. I don't think unless I saw clips of multiple ones. But I like from what I saw, what Ennis seemed to have trouble with in that fight against Russell was he couldn't get spacing. You know what I'm saying? Like every time he tried to take a step back, Russell was like glued to him. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able. A lot of the stuff that makes Boots look like, you know what I'm saying, like new money, is he's able to do with the right spacing. But if somebody stays in his chest, you know what I'm saying, a lot of that stuff he's not gonna be able to, you know, he's not gonna be able to step back and get those shots off. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know what I'm saying, Gary Antoine, you know, probably would still be able to do it if they fought today. Just say if they were at the same weight class right now and nothing changed. I think the fight will be a lot like what we saw in the Postol fight, other than, you know, of course he got more athleticism than Postol. But I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like Postol's straight punches and jab were touching Russell. You know what I'm saying? Boots doesn't throw the straightest punches. You know what I'm saying? So I can see it still being a tough fight for Boots.
Right. I see it being very tough. Just like you said, man, you articulated that well, but that's what I'm trying to say, man. Somebody that just stay on you like white on rice. He's so suffocating that you don't get a chance to do your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you steady defending, like you spending more energy on defense than offense. But this motherfucker jumping all on you, gotta protect yourself and shit. You done forgot to throw something.
What's up, La La D? Glad to see you in the house.
The queen. Salute.
Salute, La La.
Shoot, it do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know, it is what it is. Crazy motherfuckers jumping on the stream. Upsetting the brother. But we got over it. Say, it's about 10:30. And since I got to edit this now, anybody want to close it down? You know, who want to go first? Who want to go second? Who want to go third?
I'll go first, man. I appreciate you having me on, OG, once again, man. I hate that that dude came here with that bullshit, but it was a learning experience, though.
Yeah,
so
for me, it was a learning experience. If I ain't got to hate it doing that, then I'm moving up.
Yeah, so we just gonna go ahead and come up with some code words or something, man, so we can prevent that shit from happening. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of protocol. Yeah, but, man, I ain't gonna talk you out of death, man. Definitely appreciate you. It's a chance that we be calling Ramirez versus Pedraza on Friday, but that ain't set in stone though, because I don't know what's gonna be happening that day. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's a good chance that we might be doing it though. But, man, I'm gonna get with y'all though, man. Salute to you.
All right, salute to you, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you letting me come on through, talk my little shit on here. Appreciate your channel. Appreciate the tunes. And I'm gonna get up out of here, man.
You know how it is. You know the door always open for your social scientist. You always come over and kick it, man. You the partner. You the brother. It's family around here.
For sure.
Mr. Voice of Crow, since you changed your name because you've been making bad picks, what you got to say?
Hey, man, just glad to get another chance to chop it up with y'all fellas, man, and you know what I'm saying, engage with the chat and everything, man. I appreciate it. And, you know, hope to catch you on the next one, man. Have a good evening.
Man, you too. And with that being said, I guess I'll go ahead and leave them out with a song. So I guess I'll hit them up with, let me just close my eyes and pick one. Always be gangster. And with that, I'm going to say peace and blessings to one and all, and y'all ride out with this here.
Always be gangster. Always be gangster. Always be gangster. Always be gangster. I was born going off in DI. Backyard of the Shy. Moved out to GA and swerved around the H-Town. Grind hard, skip plays, get flows to make pay. Pop collars, brush shoulders, make moves the smooth way. Got beat cool, I got family to handle that. Turning rocks, push a shot of lead, we can handle that. A lot of y'all.
Okay, big bro, since you said Hitman, I'm gonna go ahead and check it out on Hitman. I can't believe I just stopped that song. So I saw bro say, okay, we're gonna check it out with Hitman. Peace.
Pig in the house. Once again. Y'all know how we do. We hog it. Everything. Hey! I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hits, man. I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hits, man. I'm proud to be charged as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. Stack my paper. My paper. Wrapped it up right there. Never do it like that already, man. I'm still get it. I've been doing this. I'm gonna holler at you. Okay, man. This one will go. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hits, man. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I never miss with hits, man. I'm proud to be George as a hitman. I'm blessed cause I stack my paper. I don't miss on the herb, I don't miss on the flow. If you can't count on my fingers, I won't miss on the dough. A number with 7 zeros, I won't miss with a beam. A number with 7 zeros, I won't miss. Fuck a beam. Ride is clean. I'm gonna take the jet and treat the slow. Lady flocking, then I'ma take the time in that hole. With the beat, they call him that maestro. And get on fucking stream. I play with them till they break. Do it and put me on the team. Come on, I'm proud.